Well, hello, people from Chong the dog family, and how you doing? Instead of doing readings and downloads, I kind of took a break from that because I don't always get downloads because sometimes I just choose to block them out. But I decided to talk to you guys about grief. Because I've been going through things involving my father's death. And the thing is, probably mine's more extreme case than others. But I don't like to get in details of my personal life with that. But a lot of things I've been going through in my dad's life is obviously I've been grieving my dad. And I don't know. I know that death is something that kind of, I don't know, it kind of gets, all of us experience it. And I guess when you have a loved one that dies on you, it's always the separation. And depending on if you're doing grieving alone. I grieved alone. Unfortunately, I don't have any brothers or sisters. And my mother passed away when I was 19. So all I really had to grieve through my dad's death was me and my dog through the hard times. And I guess I just want to touch upon on that sometimes it's all you need is yourself. And I guess that really kind of made me do self-love journey with my dad. And the thing with when you deal with death, it changes you. It does. And then everybody says when you get through it how you changed. The people that were with you and stood by you till the end of your grieving are the people that you tend to keep. And I guess I want to touch upon the subject of people separate from you sometimes. The people that were there and helped you through your grieving are generally the ones that are going to stay with you forever. And the ones that kind of disappear while you're grieving. And there's people, and I do know this firsthand. Let me get something to drink. The people that kind of stayed with fell apart. You know, the person that I thought loved me left me when I grieved. And I thought it was the worst thing in the world, but other people have told me that sometimes you know who is meant. Death separates you from the loyal and disloyal. And I had a couple loyal friends that stood by me through all my grieving with my dad. And I went through a breakup and my dad's death at the same time. Both. I had a double whammy. And the thing is, I realized I loved my dad more. And I guess it was easier to let go at that point. But my dad's death does still sting me in many ways. And hopefully soon here I'll be taking care of all my dad's affairs. And when you go through this death, whatever childhood wounds you have, which I had, you attend to them. And everything comes to the surface. Death always brings final things in your life and rebirths you. So I did want to touch upon that subject because death it's a lot. And when somebody dies that was your parent, it's even, I don't know. I think it's like close to a spouse dying. It's terrible. But I don't know, being alone with my dad dying, it wasn't so bad, but it would have been nice to have support from my partner, but I just didn't get that. I've made peace with it, and I guess it helped me find God. I mean, through all my grieving, when when the whole when I went through my dark night of the soul, and then decided to ascend with all my ancestors, I reached out for my dad, and I wanted to help him because I seen his suffering soul, and then seen the rest. And I guess some things in your life seem less irrelevant than others. And I just wanted to let everybody know that it is a natural process, but make sure when you go through the pain, process it and make peace with it. And if you have to call on God, because I've watched a lot of spiritualists. That's how I was able to awaken my third eye through all this. And it took my dad's death to do it. It really did. I even had wounds because I had two of my best friends that died. One hung himself behind years. This was years ago, but he hung himself by a police station. The police ended up finding him hung by a tree. And then my other best friend Alan, he ended up just purposely overdosing because he said he had diabetes and he was going to lose his limbs and stuff. And he ended up calling me and telling me how much he loved me. And then I was frantic to try to find him, and I found out he died. And I remember I was in high school and I was taking my finals, and I was getting ready to graduate, and his mother, I didn't even want to take my finals, and his mother literally, Alan's mom just was like, you need to take your finals. Alan would want you to graduate. So I did. And it hit me hard. I grieved for God, it took me a year to get over that. I mean, I cried a lot and then I didn't cry, but I guess what I do want to say in this video is you carry those that you love with you. They stay in your heart, and with each death, it changes you. It really does. All right. But it does. It changes a little piece of who you are and what you are. Because the ones that you love are the ones you carry. You carry them your entire life. And I honor the people that I love that died. So, I mean, that's what I do. I don't know about anybody else, but grief and suffering is a terrible thing. Terrible thing. But it can help you. It helps you evolve. And you could take it to a positive place. You really can. To reach death, instead of going bitter and losing myself, I just go in and I try to heal, and I try to find out what I really want to do in my life, how to reinvent myself from each death. And I'm just here to tell you guys, it's not so terrible to reinvent yourself. Be a different version of you. Because why be stagnant? Because being stagnant isn't always good. It really isn't. And a lot of thing I did is I like doing artistic things. I like writing. I just picked up drawing in the last year or two, but I always was a writer. But if you're a writer, start writing. And through each death, you'll see that it opens up a new chapter in your life every time this kind of happens. So, and I did kind of want to tell everybody that, because I've been watching these I watch a lot of live streamers that live stream tarot card stuff because I try to at least be at a professional level since I'm really new at all this because honestly, I'm just a writer and an artist. That's all I am. I'm not, I mean, I'm kind of new to all the tarot card readings because I guess after I always was able to see the dead, but I never really thought to do it on a platform. That's something I really never thought about doing because I don't know, it just seemed silly when I was thinking about pursuing medical and things like that. And I guess in a lot of ways I think of myself as a medical worker. I really like nursing. I love it. I like to help people. It's kind of in my blood, I guess when you go and that's what you do for so many years, that's how you identify yourself. But when I see all the different I don't know, all the different tarot card readers, it's like sometimes I wonder if they're talking about me or not, but sometimes I notice they kind of do because I swear it's like they say that they know when there's a new energy in the field if and they can tell if you're on social media and stuff. It's amazing. I can get into people's energy, but I try not to seek it out. Unless people honestly want me to get in their energy field, I just don't. I don't believe in all that. I don't. But I guess it's okay if you pick up something and warn people. But it's just amazing how people have picked up that I've evolved. And I want to give a shout out to all of the tarot card streamers because they really do help people. Honestly, they do. And I guess sometimes I just listen to the readings because sometimes they give good advice. But beyond the veil, when people do die, I do want to talk about that. They can see you, the ancestors. Some people can talk to the ancestors. I could see mine and I can talk to mine, but when they get behind the veil, they always are there for you. And from what my ancestors say, everybody kind of takes turns coming back. And they like to stay within the same bloodlines when they do. That's what I'm told by my ancestors. Because everybody kind of, death is the big unknown. Everybody's very, I guess, wishy washy about it. They're scared about it. They really are. And honestly, it's peaceful. And if you're at peace with yourself, it's not going to be the worst experience at all. I mean, personally, when I die, I just want to, I'm thinking hospice with some rocks and all and stuff. You know, and the usual morphine that you get and all that good, happy stuff. But plan your life accordingly. Take care of your family. Try to do good things before your journey's over. And usually you end up back with your ancestors. And then you start all over again and again and again. But ancestors take turns coming back sometimes. They like to secure bloodlines. Bloodlines are very important to ancestors. And I guess some people, I did want to touch upon the subject also, that some people that are super religious, they're not open to opinions about people that could see people from the dead. And I just wanted to clarify that people that can see things or do cards, they're not ungodly. And I don't really like the term witches. I feel witches is a term that's medieval. we do refer to them loosely as witches and all that, but you just have to have the ability to transmute energy. And anybody really can do it. And I guess, that's all, I guess, essentially it is. And even when you're praying, because I am Catholic, I just take the energy and I put it for something good. You're taking it and you're transmuting it. And people like to label. I hate the labeling, but people like to label people like me as evil and this and that and a witch. I guess whatever you want to call it, it's not, it's just you follow a light path or a dark path. And you cannot, I guess you can't, you got to go within certain rules of universal stuff. There's rules to everything, my friends. Don't go out there and just, practice magic and just do whatever you want and think that it's going to be okay. Whatever you put out there, you get back. It doesn't matter what kind of ritual you do, if it's through praying or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's not technically a religion. It's just people that are able to transfer energy, and that's it. And then some people are more open to see the other side. And it kind of, I guess, it separates people that are awakened from unawakened, and closed-minded from unclosed-minded. And sometimes when you're open-minded and you have energy and you could do it and you can see things, and you have access to cards and stuff and ancestors that can hear you and you could hear them. Does it really make it bad? Does it make it evil? What is evil? I guess that's another question. What is evil? Evil, my friends, is not really evil. It's just dark matter. That's it. And then there's light matter. And we're here to literally just figure out our life's journey, and then we die, and then we start all over again. And people just, I don't know, I think they just concentrate on some things and all the closed-minded things, and they narrow in on things, and they forget about the big things, like external things. Oh my God, do people are always worrying about external factors. Just like, like, I don't know, if you're upset because you feel like somebody's not coming around, not calling or whatever, but you have a whole lot of other issues in your life. Why worry about external things when you got more internal things and things in your own life going around? Because that's what we're supposed to be focused on, ourselves and our family. And honestly, the universe does not guarantee money for us. They don't even care about money. I mean, money doesn't really matter. It's something we invented. That's it. If there's somebody in your family that's good with money and leaves you money, well, good luck. You have, I guess, good fortune because a family member was good with money. But is it the universe giving it to you? No. It's not. It's just somebody that was good with money that knew they couldn't take it with them when they died. So, it just ended up subsequently going to you. But it doesn't mean that it's owed to you. And I guess this thing with karma. Everybody, oh my God. Everybody is driving me nuts with this karma thing. Karma is just a consequence. Think about what you're doing every day. If you're doing things that are morally wrong and you're putting that energy out there, do you really think that it's never coming back? And then when it does come back, it comes back the same way you gave it. And then the longer and longer you do it, it just comes back stronger. I mean, that's all it is. Because all of our thoughts transmute. And when we're given suffering, when we transmute and direct suffering to other people, that it has a cause and effect. Because as my friend Pedro told me, that God is in everybody. God is literally in everyone, and the universe is a big, vast place. It really is. So, keeping that in mind, if you're doing a bunch of awful things, and you have this huge ego and you think you're better than everyone, you don't think that's not coming back? I mean, come on now. I mean, I guess it comes down to just having good behavior. I mean, that's what my mom always told me, and my mom, is over here agreeing. Just have good behavior and kind of worry about your own life's journey, because in the end, that's all that matters. As my friend Pedrick and my ancestors say, these are just meat suits. You either have a good looking meat suit or whatever, but it's a meat suit. And how we treat each other kind of, I don't know, it changes your soul and your energy. So, but honestly, the dead, when your loved ones die, they're always looking over you. And when your loved ones do die, they get sad when people are just having horrible behavior, and they don't, because they want to see when they die the people they love doing well. They want to sit there and say, oh, look. And then, take their mission and find out, like my friend Pedrick says, before we're born, we kind of choose in life what we're going to do. And we kind of we choose things. We choose if we're going to be a woman. We choose if we're going to be a man. We choose all of it before we live. And keeping that in mind, I mean, they say in creation, the universe really, it goes by balance. It really does. When it balances out. Like if you're really, really dark and you're always doing dark intentions, it's going to balance out to teach you good intentions. If you're doing good intentions a lot and you're staying within the balance, you usually don't get bothered by these things. But all this karma does is it balances you out to whatever it needs to do to balance you out. And if you keep doing the wrong lessons to keep getting imbalanced over and over and over again, it just takes longer. That's why it says sometimes karma takes longer. None of us escape anything. So I guess just embrace your choices, embrace the people you want to be with and don't want to be with. And I guess this whole subject on twin flames and soul flames and all this and these agreements. Yes, we do have, I guess, twin flames and soulmates. But that doesn't mean you always have to be together. Yes, I had a twin flame, but my contract was up. It was over. I asked the universe, null and void. I wanted it, and I called out, and I manifested a new soulmate. You could block your energy from somebody, and you could manifest a whole new twin flame. I learned my lesson from my twin flame journey, and I just called for a new one. So yes, I do know all through YouTube they keep talking about twin flames, but you can ask for a new twin flame. And I did. And I got my wish because I learned my lesson. Not all people are meant always to be in your life forever. Sometimes some twin flames are only meant to be there for a short time, maybe a year or two. Sometimes, I don't know, sometimes 9, sometimes 10, sometimes 15. And then these people are meant to leave and stay gone. And you learn your lesson and you move on and you find someone else. This is how life's journey goes, because you're born alone and you die alone. This is what happens. This is our life. We die alone. We're born alone. You know, and being said with that, don't be so super focused on who's your soulmate, who's your if you're a twin flame, yada yada. It doesn't matter. If you're in a twin flame journey, you both learn your lesson, and let's say it had a bad ending. You wish them the best, and you can manifest another twin flame or another soulmate and learn another lesson. I personally I was on my third. I had one twin flame, and I learned my lesson from my first twin flame. And then I had a second twin flame. I learned my lesson from him. We're not together no more. I had my third. I learned my lesson. Now I'm on my fourth. I mean, I guess the older you get, the more twin flames you get. So, I'm just letting you guys know, if you're sad because you lost your twin flame or anything, just go manifest yourself another one and do your inner healing first, though, before you manifest another one. Because if you call in a twin flame and you learned all your inner healing, the last lesson is love. But these twin flames that kind of come to you is because you haven't learned your lesson about something. And I kind of wanted to share that knowledge with you guys, because I think everybody gets around here in YouTube gets too stressed out about these things. They really do. And narcissism. Oh my God, people get so stressed out about this. And I was guilty of this too. Yes, I was. With my recent breakup, I thought everybody was a narcissist. We all can have narcissist tendencies, yes. But that's something you got to work on. You got to work on it and do your internal work with it. And then you have to, I guess when you're doing all this internal work, you have to just learn. And not just fake it. You got to feel it, fake it, learn it, and evolve. But honestly, I did manifest the fourth twin flame, and I'm getting somebody. I did ask the universe for a guitar player. I haven't been with a guitar player. Well, I dated one when I was younger, but I haven't been with a guitar player in a long time, and I'm thinking for maybe my fourth twin flame, I could have a guitar player. So, and it's coming. My soul contract with that was granted, received, and I actually elevated with my thing. I was in a low vibration for a while. And you have to be at a certain vibration and everything to get one of these. So, I'm not a low vibration anymore. I'm a high vibration. So, I'm excited. I'm hoping. And it's going to be soon. So, I'm waiting. But I'm going to go ahead after this video because I wanted to kind of touch on this subject. I'm not an expert on all this. I do like to kind of give you guys ideas. There's people that got to deal with this. I should probably start posting these on my channel. There's this lady, Kelly. She does a lot of tarot card readings, and she specializes in twin flames. She really does. She's really good too. And then there's Terraverse. He's like a counselor. If you listen to him and his readings, if you're feeling kind of depressed, he really is good. He makes you feel good. It's like you feel like you went to psychiatrist. So I think you guys would, the people that listen to tarot card readings probably would benefit from him. But I did want to kind of touch upon the subject because even my friends at work just flip out about this twin flame stuff. And the thing is, you can always manifest another one, learn your lesson, and get another one. These things are, I mean, depending on who you talk to, twin flames and soulmates are almost the same thing. But soulmates are just our lessons. Like I said, we are born alone and we die alone. So make sure that your insides is fixed and you just live your best life. Stay within humanity and do your inner work and be at true peace with yourself and be able to sit. And when you're in stillness, if you could stay in stillness and feel no pain and hear your own inner self, then you know you're truly healed. Because there's nothing wrong with being alone. Being alone sometimes is the best thing for you. Because when you're alone and you're isolated, you kind of know who is supposed to be around you with you and who isn't. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. And me and Chong are doing good. I was fixing my computer today. I got all this stuff with Google Photos where I had extra storage, so I had to add an account. So my computer ran good. And it seems like it takes forever. But I wanted to thank all you guys for your support. I really do, because you guys, you're wonderful. All of you are wonderful. And I don't know, this kind of just, and me, I guess, being on here, me and my son, Zach, I told him it's my video diary. And really, this is my video diary, but it seems like it helps people. I just didn't think that other people would want to listen to me because I'm just so inexperienced from everything, just being newly ascended and all this stuff. It's just, I'm not an expert at anything, but I got to where I'm very, I'm decent at doing the readings. And I have been doing the one card readings. I put them out in my shorts. They have different meanings on them when I have them because I actually pulled them from the deck, folks. I do. And I get the energy signature, and then whatever kind of information I get off the card is what I put in for the title. And it actually is a one card reading. So I try to do those every day for you guys because I think if you guys are as busy as me, because I'm always busy, because I do like to relax and take my rest and stuff, because I just got a lot going on with all my dad's affairs and stuff. But sometimes I don't want to listen to the readers for hours. And sometimes you just want to get a quick reading. So if one of those shorts just kind of makes it to you, maybe it's the reading that's meant for you for the day. Sometimes it's nice to just have a one card reading just for yourself. Sometimes you don't want to sit there and have the full deck. You don't want to have a half-hour reading or an hour reading because people are busy. I get it. I'm busy. I'm getting my life together. That's all I know. And I don't sometimes have time for that, and I get it. So I try to put one card readings down for all the Chong the dog family people. I do. You guys have been like family to me, and I know my son Zach really appreciates you guys, and he's more of the social media buff like me. I mean, he's always busy with his son. I'm actually going to be babysitting again on Monday. So I'll probably be doing Chong the dog babysitting video. But yeah, I just wanted you guys to know that we all appreciate you. Me and Zach especially appreciate you guys. Zach thinks it's amazing that you guys find me interesting. He does. I guess because he's lived with me for, obviously I raised him, but he goes, Mom, I don't know how this many people find you interesting. But he likes to do goofy stuff. And he does like to smoke the ganja, so sometimes, he lately hasn't smoked a lot of it, but it's funny because when he does, it's just he acts goofy. But you know what? It's, he's of age. He goes to the dispensary, he has his little fun. When he's not babysitting or taking care of his son, so what's the harm? So what? That's what I say. There's a lot worse things you could do in this world. But I did want to let you guys know, if you're grieving, just remember the people that were there for you and supported you the most through a death. And the people that just disappear through the death it separates who's meant to be with you and who's not. And if you're so, fixated, I think this was my twin flame, they left me. Don't be so big on labels. If somebody is meant to be with you, and they're going to be with you. And if it's not, it's not. And depending on the circumstances, folks, when they come back, if your whole gut and you're following discernment, and I just say this because so many people make this mistake. If you're in full discernment and your whole body gets rigid and you just don't want it, and it doesn't feel right, but people tell you that you're this or you're that. If it doesn't feel right to you, it's not right. And I'm just letting you guys know that, because so many people, even if it's not right, they try to force themselves to think it's right. And it's not all right. I mean, it's what you vibe with. And in the end of the day, you're the one that has to live with any choice that you make. So, twin flame or not, if you don't feel right about it, or if it makes you sick, or it makes your body stiff, or it just doesn't make you feel comfortable, don't go by the situation. Don't entertain the situation, because that's your body telling you that it's not a good situation. I mean, honestly, I'm in sort of one of these situations because my ex wants me to actually get back with him or whatever, or wants to be friends, or I don't even know. But just the thought of it, I don't like it. I don't like the idea, and it doesn't excite me, and I don't want to entertain the idea. I don't even want my ex coming to the door, to be truthful, Chong the dog family. And the last time he tried to kiss me before all the ugliness happened, my whole body went rigid. There's no that kind of love after the whole situation was over, folks. I guess you could say I was over it. There is no love left. I don't have any feeling in me. I kind of just don't care anymore. I know it sounds terrible, but I don't. I kind of just, I'm just over it. And I dread thinking about him coming to my door. When I literally told him when he said he found someone else, and he didn't want to work it out, just part of me dead, but I wished, I said, okay, wished him luck, whatever. And that was it for me. And now it's just, I wouldn't feel right. I'm going to feel uncomfortable as hell if he comes to my door. And I'm allowed to feel that way. I felt that way when my oldest father did this to me. I remember when Brian wanted to be friends and all that when we broke up. After he found another girl, then got her pregnant and all that, I didn't want to be around him. I didn't want to be his friend. I talked to him when I had to talk to him, and he ended up marrying the girl he cheated on me with. And I was okay with it. I literally was okay with it. I actually am I don't mind Kim. I don't. It's, my oldest stepmom. She's nice. She has like 2 houses, so she's helped my older son, Brandon. And it's okay. And I'm okay with her. I'm okay with them because I guess sometimes when somebody finds someone else and they slept with someone else, it makes you feel just sick inside and you just don't want to touch them again like that. You don't want to kiss them. And it's okay to feel that and admit it freely to yourself. I do want to let you guys know that also. The world is full of a lot of men. A lot of men out there, folks. And I honestly hope my ex doesn't want to be friends with me. I do. I'm sorry. He's in his dark day of the soul. I'm sorry about it. I'm sorry if him and his girlfriend, I don't know if they broke up or not. But if he's sad or whatever, I'm sorry he's sad, but we don't have any kids together. And I truly don't want anything to do with him romantically ever again. I just want to focus on my dad, and that's an example I could show there. We were together 10 years, and through all that, and after I grieved my dad and stuff, I'm over it. And I honestly just want to stay over it. And I don't think I could get that feeling back that I had before. And you know what? That's okay. Because that's changed and he has someone else. And maybe even if they are or aren't working out, maybe they could just go to counseling and work things out. I don't know. But I've learned my lesson from being with him. I could say I learned from my 3rd major relationship. I was meant to be with him to learn boundaries. I didn't learn boundaries from Brian. I learned how to let go with Brian. And with the second one, I learned how to have discernment, and then I kind of didn't follow my own rules. But then now the third one, I've learned boundaries with the third one. So maybe I did manifest it out there for a 4th one. I did. And maybe with the 4th one, I think I'm done with my lessons. And I'm proud of it. And I'm going to wait, and I'm almost all healed. So I'm hoping that the universe grants my wish, and it will soon. Because the universe said they're aligning somebody with me. So I'm okay with it. But honestly, out there, even if my ex is watching right now, which I know he watches my social media all the time, I do care in a way, but I don't like you romantically, I guess what I'm going to say. I'm not saying to be mean. I just want to be by myself, and I want to handle my father's affairs. And that's all I want to do. I want to just literally follow my heart. I want to do my social media. I want to do my work. And I want to stay single right now. I'm fine being single, folks. Yes, I am. I'm enjoying being single. I haven't really fully been single for a long time, and it's a good feeling. I can get a lot done. I can focus on my family because I got a full life. I do. And there's right now being single kind of works for me. And there's nothing wrong with that it in itself too, folks. It really isn't. So if you're listening, the ex, the recent ex, I want to stay single, and I've lost that love and feeling. I just want to let you know I'm not trying to have phone conversations, and I do forgive you. I am saying that on social media. I do forgive the last ex that cheated on me. I do forgive you. I have learned my lesson of how to put up proper boundaries from you. I've learned lessons, but our time's done. Time's up. I hope you heal. I hope all of it. And I hope you have a good life, and I really truly hope you find somebody that is, if you're not with whoever, if you're not with Tanya and something happens between you, I mean, I hope you guys still stay friends. You and Tanya. I do. I hope you guys stay friends, and if you don't, I wish you all the best luck, but I'm working on myself. I'm staying over here, and I'm enjoying being over here. And I'm going to stay over here and keep it like it is and take care of my own family. And I guess that's about it with that. But for all the rest of the Chong the dog families, I really appreciate you guys. You guys are wonderful. I love you guys. And I'm going to probably be open myself up to channeling. I don't like channeling gossip. I try to find something that's not gossip that somebody needs actual help with. So I'm gonna see in the when I download what I pick up somebody that's actually in an important crisis, not just somebody depressed. Because a lot of readers will pick up depressed people and this and that. I try to get the important things going on. So I'm gonna draw and just see what my ancestors give me for that. And it's getting late where I'm at, so I hope everybody has a good night. And if you're seeing this in the morning, a good morning. And I'll probably be starting my 1 card reading soon. And then I'm going to do some drawing, and then I'm going to sleep, and then I'm going to tape a tarot card stream. Because I'm going to work Friday, so. But I am tomorrow going to do something, so I hope you guys are well, and thank you for always, if you liked and subscribed to my channel. And I think y'all are wonderful, and have a great